First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. For football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it past the 25.
Come on, come on.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hurry, hurry. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Red, up! Move.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
There's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Leopard! Set!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle and caught by the tight end, Clay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set! 3-19!
Allen now on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well. And
he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first touchdown pass in the NFL. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. But when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever, and you talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go! Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play.
And he's going to go down again. Matt Milano in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Kalen Clay. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Curley's got it, complete. And now running right through it. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a
story.
Long night.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra, it didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot in the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. They give it to Ivory. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into better runs later.
Underneath to Ivory. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And caught by Curley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And this this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Here's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Star Lotulelei getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a look at the backup Daniel. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time. To watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out come the Bills. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ivory. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think what you said, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Cohen, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Blue, blue, blue. Sit up! 180! Red, top! Come on, come on. Sit up!
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's how we do it, baby.
The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard.
Travaris Cadet, his first carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw, McCarron. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. McCarron now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, go down, go down. 36.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Blue. Hurry.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on.
They go with Cunningham. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, 38 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there, 7 yards. yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Right there. All day, baby. Hey. Got three. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go back to Cadet. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rod Streeter, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's McCarron. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's McCarron again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watch it now, buddy.
On 1st down, this is Ivan. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Play action. It's Trubisky out to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now Trubisky on third and long. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Hurry, hurry.
A give to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
4 down.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Taron Johnson made the stop. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. The catch made by Miller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Come on.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Yeah, here come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. McCarron on first down. Curley's got it, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. This is Ivory. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively, but there could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run with Ivory. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap from McCarron. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? We can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Gotta go.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
18.
On first down, Trubisky is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he's got Miller. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their time.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jeremy Curley, 75 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gotta go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On the handoff, this is Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. There to make the stop was John Jenkins. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. McCarron looks to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A running play now for Ivory. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. McCarron going to throw it here. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On the ground, Ivory. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Back to throw. McCarron toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.